Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Friday morning, December 31st, 2021. The last few remaining hours, hopefully of an era gone by, but not most likely. I am here at the intersection of Colorado and Fair Oaks, and as you can see behind me and in the previous shot, a lot of the businesses overnight, as expected, are boarded up, and that is to protect the businesses from possible vandalism. Always a possibility of someone getting out of hand. They haven't taken most of the benches out lately. They did take most of the news vending machines out, but we are dry. It's beautiful. There's a little bit of a cloud in the sky. It's not as cold as it was expected, but most certainly this evening is supposed to be about 34 to 36 degrees. And honestly, actually, there are not as many people here and thereabouts scattered about. Already, some folks, as you can see, chalk lined their property. Chain link fences are up for some of the businesses, and it's a mad rush for a lot of the businesses to put the chain link fences up to protect said businesses. Trash cans, there you go, see? Happy New Year, familia, payan. You can more or less claim your stake here, but you won't be able to actually move out until about, I think, 11, or I think actually more like 12 or 1 o'clock this afternoon. But it's really cool right now. I'm really happy for this. This is one of the very, 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 very few days that I look forward to. So it should be interesting, very interesting. But let's go check out some more. There are along the way some places where you can get your souvenir items here for the Rose Parade programs and also for the Rose Bowl. Here we have another, well, it's these folks right here that magically overnight and throughout the whole day are putting up and boarding up for the businesses to protect the businesses. Still, more and more chain link fences are going up, which is, as I always say, precautionary, because sometimes people at midnight have a tendency to get out of hand, and again, rightfully so, especially after given the previous year and earlier this year of how people show how they are, which is a bit heartbreaking. You can see BJ's, goodbye BJ's. That's another thing that all day long and all morning long, first of all, we will be seeing parades of cars here and there, classic vintage cars. We do have a huge following of that here in Pasadena, especially some of the old timers and the blue bloods that like to show off their classic and vintage cars. One of my favorites is actually, we have a small group, well, medium or large size group that has VWs, so it's always very cool. And as you can see already, dedicated folks holding their place for the parade route. Tons of porta potties. This place right here, actually, this over the course of the last 15 years, this is the worst place right here. You will wait sometimes up to an hour just to use the porta potties. So if you're going to be here today, just be mindful. Right here in the Paseo is kind of it's a good spot to watch the parade. But porta potties, It's sometimes an endless wait. All right, here we are at City Hall, Centennial Square, and as I've said in the past, this is always my favorite part of the Rose Parade. They are still coming in, but we will check in later. This is the show of force. This is when I'm most proudest here of Pasadena. We will see tons of, well, sheriff, CIA, FBI, bomb explosive units, and right here in this empty spot, we will see tons and tons of paddy wagons for, well, for those of you that like to have a little too much to drink and choose to ignore your room and choose a county facility room. As you can see, this is always cordoned off. This to me is the coolest. This is actually the one time of the year when my friends and I, we were homeless over here at the library, that we felt the safest because so many police. And actually the local police would always come and check on us actually every couple hours and ask us if we're doing okay. I haven't gone down to see if the Metro bus or the Metro police van truck is over there, but this is always very cool. Security, of course, given the last year, is really ramped up. We will see much more array of vehicles here. And as you can see, we also had the barricades to keep vehicles or anything from disrupting the parade route, like we had just recently experienced in Wisconsin. Look at this $1 million baby. Can you imagine if it would have actually happened, completely defunding the police? We would not be having the parade today. There is no possible way. But we also have all these type of devices throughout the parade route. It's a really cool. I love seeing this. And thank goodness the rain came as slowly but quickly moved out as it did, because as you can see, I have slept down in there by the court. My friends during the rainy season, but this is always the best right here. Forgive me if I start to ramble again, though I was able to get an hour and 17 minutes worth of sleep last night. As you can see here in the previous video, Carla. Last night, she was just as bad, but I was in no mood to record her. I was just busy trying to bury my head under my pillow and have my headphones on and try to drown out all her stupid rhetoric. This is another great thing, is we get to see the classic cars going by. A Lotus, wow, that's a 78 Lotus Esprit. It is really incredible how the city gets together and does this virtually, and I mean virtually overnight. The fencing, the boarding up. While we're all sleeping, they do this. Bring in more security, more fencing. As just even 24 hours ago, we didn't have this much. There's a Vogue. We did not have this much security. They did take out some of the overhangs for the bus stops and some of the benches. And as I said, they're always still in process of removing a lot of the bus benches for not only to make room for visitors and parade route people, but also for just so they don't get hurt also. Because, you know, getting drunk and standing on a bus bench, you're more aptly and more likely to fall and probably crack your head. We are now at the Paseo, and honestly, I haven't had a chance to come here and view the Christmas tree. This is the first time as of very late. Normally, I'm pretty much on top of things like this, but it's nice. I love the color combination. And even all along on the backside of the Paseo, all of this is going to be fenced off and cordoned off. Very, very cool. Just in the few minutes that I've been walking, there's already a lot of football fans coming in. As you can see way down yonder. And the traffic is quickly. It's only been about 20 minutes and I could already see the difference in the traffic flow. But it's quite exciting. It's really fantastic. On an average, about every 15 to 30 seconds, even sooner than that, there's always going to be a show of police force. Though I must admit, I kind of wonder if we will have equestrian or horse-mounted police. Definitely in Los Angeles and downtown LA, they always have the horse-mounted police. They took the coverings for the bus stop. I'm trying to be conservative with my battery because it goes very quickly. Brenda Lopez family, 2022. This is always really cool and cute to see. And as I said, we have vendors scattered throughout the city, so there'll be pretty much near a supply of souvenirs, programs, and whatever your little heart desires. There's usually always over by the senior center, over in a Faithful Corner. We have the vendors over there. Yeah, they took the benches out here. I intend to make my way further down south to my left because there is something that I want to check. Yesterday was the last day till the end of the day for the float decorations. Today, this morning and all day today is when they go and judge the floats. Tonight around 9-10 o'clock is when all the floats, Irwindale, Azusa, Temple City, La Cañada, Flint Ridge, make their way either being towed, transported to the parade route on South Orange Grove. So that's always kind of cool to see. And still trying to time myself as to what time I'm going to get up. I might not even have to worry about it because I probably won't get any sleep because of you know what. Some more people over there holding their spot. And yes, they hold it all day long until the magical hour that it's okay to be able to move in your spot. Last minute security preparations. You know, just 2 years ago we didn't have these many cameras here in Pasadena. Alrighty then, here we are, my friends, at the South Pasadena location. See some of the beautiful flowers. That is leftover. And yes, that is leftover because the final decorating was yesterday, and as I said, today is the judging. This is the Memorial, South Pasadena Memorial, War Memorial Museum building. And this is year after year. Let me mask up for these folks. I keep forgetting my place here. All right, here we are. Because I know a lot of folks have always wondered, do they really use just flowers or is it fake? No, everything is fresh. All these, and we've had moments overnight actually where we've had such cold spells that a lot of the flowers are having to be protected. But look at these beauties, my friends. Look at this. Look, oh my goodness. Wow. Do you see this? Yeah, the color is actually so much more better on the phone. Look at all this. Oh, look at the color. So beautiful and vibrant. Look at this. Wow. I'm always amazed about this. And yes, this is what's left over. There are some final touches that they are permitted, but as I said, the judging is generally today. Everything else. Wow, look at all these. Just an ocean of floral and fauna. Look at all these.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta ask you to be aware. He's moving that fork up.
Look at this. The sky's the limit. And no, this is not bare metal. All of this is like seed pine cones. So from your vantage point of watching it on TV or from the sidewalk, it'll all look so much more conceptualized. But look at all this detail. You see that? It's just such beautiful work. This can be truly said that this is a labor of love.
Yes.
Very much, yes. Look at all these. And these folks worked feverishly day after day in such a short time. A lot shorter time than normally in the previous years. These folks just killed themselves putting all these floats together. Not just this, but all the floats and all the entries that you're going to see. And the floats and the floral covered wagons, the equestrian units. Oh, wait till you see the equestrian units that are adorned with flowers and vegetation and all of this stuff. We can take one?
What?
One?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's finish looking at this. This is just amazing. My mom and I did this only once, I think when I was about maybe 7 or 8. We came here with some friends. For a kid, actually, it's kind of cool in the beginning, but after about 15 minutes for a 7-year-old, the ADD kicks in. It's like you start running around. It's too cold. I want some hot chocolate.
You have to leave the vial. We're selling all the other flowers.
Wow.
Look how many flowers there are still.
Are they putting them in?
All right. We get one. I'm going to pick one for my daughter. Which one though? They're all my favorite. Well, they're not all my favorite. God, they're just so spectacular. So again, when I say that these,
Yes.
short of saying that these floats are like $1 million floats, just imagine what you would spend for a normal dozen of flowers. Multiply that, and then multiply that, and then multiply that. Look at this. Wow. The sunflowers. Look at all this.
We're selling all the 2 dozen roses out there for $20.
Oh my goodness. I used to pay $55 for long stem roses.
For a dollar stamp.
What?
Dollar stamp.
The carnation.
Wow, this is just,
Look at these.
oh, reminds me of my Jackson Perkins account. Look at these beauties.
Look at these.
Okay, which one should we get? I know which one I want to get. All right, leave the vial. Oh boy. All right, I see my daughter's face. There we go. All right, this is for Carmen Marie. Oh, make way. Hi, my friends. I came all the way down here because I wanted to see, and they just did a bang-up job. Just a super beautiful bang-up job. All right. Very cool. You got Carmen's Rose. It's for you, baby girl.
So this one is not this is kind of different as you guys.
And as usual, there goes my bus. I got such lousy timing. I got all day. I'm gonna be back and forth, in and out, trying to avoid her crappy attitude. All right, let's head back up north into Pasadena. Actually, very quickly, since we are here, I wanted to kind of give a little celebration. 1940. Yesterday marks the anniversary of America's first freeway, the Arroyo Freeway. This connected Pasadena to downtown Los Angeles. It's a very, very, very fast and sometimes dangerous freeway if you're not paying attention. But this right here, most people don't realize this is America's first freeway. The Arroyo Seco Parkway. I actually forgot I have to take a selfie for my daughter. Alright, I just spotted. It's going to be kind of hard for me to get it from my vantage point, but I saw a big fat blimpo, the Goodyear blimp. It's behind those trees over there. Alright, we're back here, and I saw some bugs, VW bugs that is. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Is that the... It is! It's the Helms truck. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is like the pre-parade before the parade. All these beautiful classic vehicles. Oh my God, I remember. Well, I mean, I don't remember personally, but I still remember the Helms factory in Los Angeles. All right, let's head back to the house and take off this jacket because it is quite warm. It's a lot warmer than 60 degrees that they were supposed to say. And we will come back out. There it is. The Goodyear blimp.